had my first reading from Joseph. Absolutely incredible. I'm actually from Vero. He told me some things that my dad had missed my graduation, which was very true, and that he loved me, and the apology was there, and just very deep things that no one had really known. I was really satisfied with my reading. Very powerful. I actually even smelled my dad's cologne at one point. I would give it a 10 out of 10. It was really magical, and I hope that other people can share this incredible experience if you're dealing with loss.
I came here tonight to see Joseph Labruto, and I was really surprised to have my grandma and grandpa come through. I was really surprised to have my Aunt Suzanne come through, whom I haven't seen in quite some time, and she had passed away, so it's great to see that she's with my grandma and grandpa, because they were really close when we were kids, and even growing up. It was fantastic. Joseph Labruto was awesome, and I would love to see him again.
Get your raffle tickets out.
It was a good, wonderful evening to spend with Joe.
Came right over here as soon as he started talking about somebody losing their son in this corner. He came right over to my really good friend Kim, and you knew it was very genuine. And he talked about the boating and the fishing, and her husband's actually going in the morning on his new boat, and Ryan is going to be part of that tomorrow. And I really am so excited that he came over right away and talked to my good friend here and made her feel so special.
I want to thank him for bringing us together. My son is here, his wife is here, and he brought us all together tonight. And I can't say enough nice things about him.
You know, Ryan's spirit is here with us tonight.
It was wonderful. Just the best thing ever.
Hello. Are we ready?
Here we go.
It is another Wednesday evening.
Yes.
We welcome everyone.
Welcome.
Or back in the day, we used to say, welcome everyone from TV land. I'm dating myself now.
It's 8:08 Eastern Standard Time, and Joseph, the weather is freaking cold.
Yeah, for South Florida it is. So
Yeah.
we're kind of enjoying it and everything.
It's been so nice. I was born here, so I've been hot for my whole life. Just hot.
Okay.
And to have beautiful cold weather coming in is just such a treat. Even if it's just for a couple of days, because it's supposed to be 80 degrees next week. So we get like a couple days of 47 degrees today.
That's it.
Hi,
so
Ashley,
just enjoy your few days of coolness that we have. So.
Hi, Jill. Hi, Jill. Thank you for joining us. Hi, Stacy.
Stacy's my assistant.
I thought I met her once or twice.
Probably
and
at Renegades.
She's just so lovely. She has such amazing vibrational energy of love.
She's been with me for like 10 years working for me. So, and I guess she tuned in tonight.
Yay. Well, welcome, Stacy.
Yeah.
I know she moved up north, right? Do you want to hear something funny that just happened right now?
Yep. Go ahead.
So Monday, I set this intention where I was going to pick a card. I know we've talked about this a day, and I was going to read it, and I'm still going to do it. But I was like, Tuesday's my deadline. I'm going to do it. And I woke up Tuesday, and I'm like, well, blah, 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 procrastination. So I didn't do it. And here's Wednesday. So it's like weighing on me, and I'm feeling really guilty about it. And guess what just happened? I cleared my cards. I did my cards. I pulled my cards. The same 3 cards. So I pulled them on Monday with everyone. And I said, these are the 3 cards I'm going to start with. 1, 2, 3. And I was like, I'll remember these cards. And then I haven't done anything. Guess what pulled? The same 3. Did you saw me shuffling the whole time? The same 3 cards just pulled to remind me that I did not do what I said I was going to do this week. So now, tomorrow, wish me luck. I'm going to do it somehow. I'm going to fit it into my schedule.
Okay, so that was your reminder for what you have to do.
Yeah, same 3 cards. Go figure. Right there, like, yeah, you didn't do this. You didn't do it. And you know what? I figured, like, because we wake up, and I tell everyone, get your meditation practices and listen to your music and listen to your stuff. And this would have helped. Like, if I woke up in the morning and I said, I'm just going to do this card, it would put me in my right mood, my healthy intention, connect me to spirit, set my day on course versus me feeling whatever, So I really want to try to make an effort to do that. And I think I'm just going to stream it onto YouTube. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. What do you think about me streaming it? Because I don't know how it would feel on Facebook Live.
Stream it on Facebook and YouTube both. Yeah, okay. Go live on Facebook.
Go live on Facebook and do it.
Yeah, and then you stream it on YouTube. Yeah, I would go live on Facebook.
All right, I think you've made the decision for me. Then thank you. That was a decision that was kind of weighing on me, but that was where I was leaning towards. So I think I will take your advice. Thank you for that.
All right. Well, this month I have a lot of events coming up in West Palm.
Yay! So we need to bring everyone. I'll be there. Everyone needs to come and be with us, right?
Yeah.
So
yep. It's the end of the month, the last weekend. On that Friday, I will be doing a Speaking to Heaven gallery, and if I can get Kristen to go, I'm going to have her jump in with me.
Yeah, which I'm in town that weekend, right?
Good. Right.
Yes, and I'm just gonna sit right next to you or wherever you stick me, and a lot of times the spirits, they give me the touchy-feely stuff. You get all the cool stuff like red canaries, and I get the emotional, touchy-feely, mushy stuff. But they come through. They want to talk about love too. So.
We'll do a little tag team. We'll do a partner thing on there, and then the next day, Saturday, I'll be teaching a learn how to contact your angels and spirit guide workshop.
And this is the end of February, right?
End of February, last weekend.
Very last weekend. So that's almost
26th, 27th, and 28th. So the 26th, and then I'll also be doing a mediumship mentoring workshop as well.
Awesome.
To become your own medium.
Awesome.
And then Sunday is Meet the Masters, where I'm going to be channeling my channel sources, where I'll be doing divine healing with the masters, bringing them through for healing of the mind, body, and soul. And then I will be channeling the masters, where you'll meet the masters through me, while I speak through me, to give life lessons to everyone and tell them about their lives, little life path readings for themselves. That's how I'm going to end it on Sunday.
Awesome, Joseph. I'll be there, be right there, because my people have been channeling pretty clear too. So I might be able to.
I heard you're channeling on Monday night. So
yeah, I guess I was. It's getting to where that's what Mondays. It's getting to where they just want to. They want me practicing getting used to listening to them, and just not being so fearful of just allowing them to come through. So And it's hard because like your conscious thinking mind right now isn't there. So I don't have proper introductions or like the nuances of politeness or anything. I have to move myself out of the way, which is hard a little. I mean, I can do it, but it's scary because then whatever they say is coming through and it's beautiful, but it just,
it's hard. It's hard to do it on the air because you have to do the manual things too. If I was doing all the manual things for you and you just channel, it would be a lot easier. Or if you did it in public too. So, but that's what I'm looking forward to getting back. This is going to be my first event of the year, 2021. Awesome. And I know we're going to be doing something probably in March or April together. We're going to intertwine our events. So we're going to talk and see what we're going to do, and people can come out to see both of us on there.
Yeah.
So
sounds good. And I mean, also we're going to figure out what that looks like, whether it's a you thing or a me thing or an us thing or all of the above.
It's going to be you go, she go, he go type thing and type of thing. But I'll be sitting in the audience and for you and things too on it. But they're going to associate with us. And with our broadcasting, it looks like we're on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays now. You have your Kristen O show on Monday, and then Elanite has her show, Conversations with Elanite, on Tuesdays, and then we're here for a night of hope and laughter on Wednesday.
Yeah, and tell me a little bit about Elanite's show.
Well, she's a channel source also, and she channels her higher self, her guides for inspiration. She does intuitive readings with the people. She gets very deep too. That's awesome. She'll start the show off with a meditation, and she'll put everybody and then she'll talk into life, about life itself, and different subjects about life itself. She'll take on callers. Her background is as a psychology is her background. So as a counselor, she will take on callers and she will help with them as well. So
that's wonderful. I'm really glad she's offering her services like that, Yeah. I mean, the more light we can bring.
Well, I feel like we have our little network going here.
Yay! Of beautiful, loving souls. We have a beautiful, loving soul network.
Yeah, that's it. One tribe, right?
One tribe. I watch it. Look at ready. It's one tribe. Kiss. I love you. That's what it is. Ready? One tribe. Well, I love you. So that's like a thing now. I'm doing it. One tribe. And then you're going to see people doing it. They're going to be like, we're part of one tribe. And guess what? Yeah. We're going to start figuring out the bylaws.
We're going to become a gang. Everybody's going to think we're doing gang signs.
We're going to be a gang called Rainbow Warriors One Tribe. And we are all going to create the bylaws ourselves. So it's like, I want to hear what one tribe means to you. So, because, it was a girl on Monday night, she was saying, a lady was driving, she had her wallet on the top of her car and it fell off in the middle of the road. And she was about to go pay her rent and there was $1,600 flying around the street. And she just stopped instantly. And this poor lady didn't even know that it happened. So people are she starts honking and this thing, and everyone starts honking. Then everyone stops and then everyone stares there for a second, like, what are they going to do? Are they going to like snatch the money and go, or are they going to help this woman pick up all her money? And this one girl who's part of one tribe, she's a one triber, she stopped. She got everyone else to stop. Everyone in the whole street started picking up her money, and it was $1,600. She was able to pay her rent. And it's like, that's a bylaw. That's a quality of someone who's going to be a part of one tribe. You're that person who's going to stop. You're part of one tribe. And I think I'm going to get a little bumper sticker or something. Like if there's someone on the side of the road or someone who needs some help or just picking up trash, then it's not your trash, but just pick it up. It's part of one tribe, part of what we stand for, right? Yeah.
I'm going to pop off. I have to pop off for 2 seconds. I tried my green screen again, as you see, and I am big bruising. But it's only going to be 2 seconds, and then I'll get my regular background. So I'm going to pop off real quick.
Go ahead. Go ahead and pop up. Okay. So I wonder, I'm going to bring Eileen on. Eileen, do you want to come on and say hi? Hi.
Hi.
How's it going on this lovely day?
Good. It's nice and cold in New Jersey.
You're in New Jersey. So is there lots of snow there?
We got 25.5 inches.
What does that even mean? That's feet. I mean, that's over 2 feet of snow, right? 2 feet over 2.5 feet or so. That's a lot. So like it's up your car. Like, can you drive?
Yeah.
And everyone, I don't know. I'm a flirt.
It's plowed. No, it's yeah. They plow it. You spend a couple hours cleaning your car off, and you go inside, and you come back a couple more hours, and you got to do it all over again.
What happens to people who have jobs? I always wonder, how do people work in the snow?
You just go. You just
go to work anyway. So but if it takes you 2 hours to clean your car off, are you having to get up 2 hours early?
You either get up very early or you're late for work.
Your boss understands, right? Yeah. Like everyone just kind of understands that your whole car is snowed in.
Yeah, it's all the same thing. Yes, a town about 20 minutes away from us, they got about 3 feet of snow.
Wow. When it gets cold up north, we always get our coldness here. It's like 44 for the low tonight, but that's our cold. That's our winter. Yeah. So whenever you get blizzards up north,
2 days of winter. 2 days.
We get a little warm here too.
Yeah, my mom used to live in Ocala, and she's like, "Oh, it's cold here," and I'm like, "Define cold." She's like, "It's 62, 64." I'm like, "No."
That is not cold. No. That is definitely not cold.
No, but I've been born and raised in most like the Northeast, so I'm used to it.
So you're used to it. Yeah, I have not. I don't think I made it through a winter. I went to stay with my dad once, and I went from sunny South Florida, and I drove up there. And the night I parked my car, mind you, I was on the beach with my friends the night before. I was 18, and the next morning I woke up, and the door was snowed in. The whole door. The snow was up to the door. And I was like, where have I come? Get me out. I felt trapped. There was snow in the windows. There was snow everywhere. And I made it through almost the entire winter. And I'm not saying that I didn't love it, but it was a lot. It was very intense. It was very different. Yep. I was never warm. I was freezing the entire time, like for months.
Yeah, in the wintertime, like my mom's idea of turning on the air conditioner would be 75 degrees.
Yes.
And I'm like, no, that's the heat. That's the heat in the north.
My AC at 78. 75 is very cold in my house.
Oh, okay. In the summer, my air conditioner is like 70.
Yeah, 70. Yeah, so, I get a little chilly. 70 is a little chilly. It's a little chilly. I'm a warm-blooded girl. Yeah. So, Eileen, would you like a reading, or tell me, Joseph? Go ahead.
Have you been on the show before,
Eileen? I was on last week.
Okay.
Oh, yes. Your mother passed away.
Oh, that's right. And I had difficulties last week too, and that's why I had to go, and it happened again. So, but it was a little quicker. I'm watching my Facebook here. I'm really freezing up though. Let me pop off and on again. I'm gonna leave the studio and come on. But I know I brought your brother through the last time. So
well, Joseph, let me make sure don't even try to read until your electronics are in order.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
All right, I'll be back.
You gotta take care of your stuff. Okay, Eileen. So let me ask you, your mom passed not that long ago, right? 6 months, you said something?
3 months, October.
3 months in October. So this is very fresh.
Yeah, almost 4.
Very new. Yep. Now, have you seen signs and symbols? Has she come through yet?
The night. So she passed away on Monday. I woke up the following day at like 5 o'clock in the morning because I could hear her calling me down the hall. I have had a night where I couldn't get to sleep, and it felt like somebody's hands were on my forehead.
Oh, so she came to see you. And so when you said she was calling you from the hall, but she had already crossed over?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Because when she was ill, she'd yell for me down the hall from her room. And I woke up at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, straight up, he's like, what? And I'm like, I could swear that I could hear her breathing. I swear like I could hear her call me.
Yeah. So she's letting you know she's there. She's worried because you're hurt. You're so hurt. Her baby is hurt, right? Her little girl is hurting. And she knew that you were going to be hurting. She knew that this was going to hit you very hard. And that's the reason why she's giving you these signs and symbols to let you know that she has not left you. So that's pretty intense for the beginning stages, but she can feel every single thing that you're going through right now from the other side, but she can't hug you. She can't touch your hair. She can't soothe you. And to her, she hasn't gone anywhere.
Yeah.
So imagine how they must feel when they're looking at you and they want to talk and you think they're gone and they're like, I'm right here. I'm touching your head. I'm calling your name. You can hear me and touch me. But we're like, but where's your body? Where's your body? I want your body. So once we have our loved ones cross over the veil, we do have to shift our relationship with them and how we perceive them. And we can choose to form a new relationship with them. And this relationship is one of, trust and guidance and knowing that she's there and talking to her. And the beautiful thing is, while she will communicate differently to you now, she is able to communicate. So we have to learn a different language. So songs on the radio, also things on the TV, you'll be thinking about something and then all of a sudden something will come on, either something to do with her or an answer to your question. That happens. Also, people externally, like people at the grocery store, your husband, the people who are around you. If she can't reach you, which happens a lot of times due to her pain and stuff, she'll put her hand on someone else and they'll say something to you. And you'll just all of a sudden you'll think of her or it'll trigger something. And at that moment, you want to say, okay, no, that was you. So as you begin to recognize, I know that was you down the hall. I know that was you that touched my head. Thank you for letting me know you're there. I love you so much. If you could, and then you can speak to her like, if you could show me, I don't know, pick something, a butterfly, a coin, you can then begin to communicate with her back and forth, and you guys will still be able to have your relationship. It's just she doesn't have her body anymore, but she hasn't gone anywhere.
Yeah.
So
I was telling Christine, my cousin had sent my mom jars of jam, and they're like the little short jars. And I was feeding the dog, and this was probably about a month ago. I was feeding the dog on the other side of the kitchen, and these 2 jam jars had been there, and one of them just slammed right over. And I'm like, there's no physical reason for that jar to do that. So my boyfriend came home, and I'm like, tell me why that would do that. And he goes, well, it wouldn't. And I'm like, thank you.
When the jar knocks over, you're going to say, hi, Mom. I love you too. I know you're here. And when you know she's there, you can feel her, and you will feel her just the moment you know it's her, that blanket of love, that thought, and it's there only a second. It's just a second, but you can feel her. She wants to get your attention on those little times. She's letting you know I'm there with you. I'm there with you. So acknowledge those signs and symbols as often as you can, and that relationship will be developed. And in fact, she's coming through so strong, and you're receiving these messages so clearly. You're more developed than many people I've seen in the past. So you have a real chance of getting a real relationship going with your mom again from the other side, because it's really just like that.
Well, I get things, my boyfriend's parents are both passed, and I get things from his parents. Like if nobody in this house smokes, and if I'm vacuuming and I get a face full of cigarette smoke, I know it's his father.
That has happened to me.
Yeah.
That has happened to me.
There's a candle that can be in the living room and it's never been lit, the jar is on it, and for just 2 seconds, the whole kitchen, the house just smells of it. I know it's his mother.
Look, see? And so do you say, hi, Mom?
Yeah.
Hi, Dad?
Yeah. I'm like, oh, yeah. How you doing?
How you doing? You're there.
So, before my mom passed, I was like, I need to know what the sign's going to be. And she's like, well, I don't know what it's going to be. So I requested $100 bills, but she told me it didn't work that way.
I think what she's going to do is send you pennies instead.
That'll work.
So, just give her a little time. She just passed, and give her a little time, and you'll have the signs. And you're very, like Kristen says, you're very receptive to these, and you'll be picking up signs in no time. So, thank you for joining us again this week.
Oh, thank you. It was a pleasure.
And try to stay warm in New Jersey.
Oh yeah. I have her dog, who's a Florida dog, and he loves the snow.
No. Okay, good. Adapting.
Well, he also has winter boots, a puffer jacket, and a hooded sweatshirt.
Oh yeah, she's very close to her dog. She's like, I'm right there with my dog.
Yeah.
100%.
So, but I appreciate the reading. It did last week. It brought me a little bit more peace.
Good. I was happy that I was able to get on last week and get everything settled.
Yeah.
So now I got everything settled. I have my screen behind me here, and if it didn't work, I just pull it out, and then I have my regular background now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Thank you.
thanks so much.
Okay,
Thank you for tuning in.
Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye. Okay. Wow. All right. I think we can get in order. The room's starting to fill up. For those of you who want to get a live reading from Kristen and I, the link is in the comment section. So you can just go ahead and click on that link. Now, we're not able to comment for some reason on our personal pages, only on the business pages. I had to figure out what's going on with StreamYard on that. They just stopped doing that.
So can I pause you for a second, Joseph? Robin says you guys are overlapping, and then Ashley Marie says I keep getting beated. Are we back? So Ashley Marie is back, and then Robin, are we still overlapping? Do we sound okay? Anybody? I don't see anyone back there. Do you?
No. Okay, Ashley Marie, she's in the room there, and Robin's in the room.
Oh, Ashley says we sound great. Okay, good.
Okay, good. All right, good. It's probably before when I was slowing down.
With your green screen, Joseph?
Okay, no more. I won't use it anymore. I'll stick with my backgrounds.
You're trying to hide it from me too. I saw it. You're like, I'm gonna look bigger now in this one. I'm like,
And Stacy says we sound good too. So
okay, good. Yeah.
Stacy, why don't you call into the show? Log in so I can introduce you everybody.
Yeah.
To who my assistant has been with me for a long time. So you've been doing your own stuff, so you can plug your own stuff that's going on with she does nutrition, cooking and nutrition she's doing, and she has her own business going. So, and she's always showing all the meals that she showed. So if you want to plug your thing going on, come on. Okay.
And Joseph, last night at Cheers, I just want to let you know. So actually the week before, someone who knows you from Renegades.
Okay.
You know her whole family. And she goes, oh, you do show with Joseph Labruto. And I'm like, yeah. She's like, oh, she knows us very well. Then Lori, the owner of the studio, goes on to all her stories. Then last night I had 3 other women approach me. Apparently one of the mothers last year had a home party. So all of the cheerleading moms were there and you were the guest at the home party.
Oh.
So I'm hearing all like stories of all these cheer moms with the Joseph of the medium with the black hair. And then when you text me right back, like, oh, he texts you right back. I'm like, oh yeah, he's one of my best friends. They're like, oh really? I'm like, yeah.
That's too
and they're
funny.
like, oh, we're gonna book a lesson we're gonna book sessions with Joseph. I'm like, yeah, absolutely. And that's how I started exchanging numbers. And they're like, she needs a lesson, a book. So they got a whole list of ladies. So we'll see. I'm handing out your number.
Yeah.
I gave his cell phone number out. I don't know if I'm supposed to be giving your cell number out.
I'm going to give you my Google number that you can give out.
Okay, that's a professional number. Good. I was like, right.
Or my business number. My business number too. It goes straight to Stacy, and Stacy always returns. So
perfect.
Wonderful.
That's probably better.
Now, for those of you who are joining us for the first time, when the room gets filled, the room's almost filled. There's 2 spots open for whoever's in TV land, so to say, who wants to tune in and get a reading. There is 2 spots open. We have a lottery where I'm going to pick out numbers here. Whatever number spot you're in the room. Now, it doesn't matter when you call in because it always shuffles. You're going to I'm just going to shuffle the numbers, so you can be the last person to call in, and I can pick your number. So on here. So I'm going to go ahead and pick here, and we're going to bring you up and get you ready. But I have Diane here, which I'm going to bring first. And I think I know Diane's sister here in Florida. So I'm going to bring her up. Let's just change the screen here and add her to the screen. Hi, Diane. How are you?
How are you?
Yeah. Denise is your sister, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I recognized your name. So how's everything in New York?
Cold, freezing, snowy. You know, I know they were complaining, my sister and my father are complaining, oh, it's so cold here. I said, oh, yeah, I have a shovel here for you.
I have a shovel here for you.
I was out. We were shoveling twice yesterday, this morning. Now my brother just told me we're going to get more snow. I'm like, oh no.
Wow. So.
And I'm looking at the memories on my phone. And last year I was in Florida, laughing at everybody here.
Well, I remember meeting you at one of my events. What was it? A TV show? I was being filmed for a TV show when you were there.
Yeah. We went, yeah. We all went. The whole family went for that, and then we went another time too.
Yeah, I didn't know if you were interviewed for the show or not. I can't remember, but I remember
yeah.
You were interviewed for the TV show. Yeah, that was many years ago. I remember that.
Yes.
So
where's that footage, Joseph? We gotta find that.
That's not. I didn't film it. That went into the archives or whatever show. There's a lot of archives of me sitting everywhere. They just got to get broadcasted. So I think it was at Renegades, wasn't it?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So what brings you on tonight?
There's just a family situation that came up, and I was wondering if you had any messages about what to expect.
Well, let's go more in detail. I tell people I'm a magic 8-ball, and that's the best way of describing myself. So what's going on? What is your question for me?
My dad's not well.
Okay, so it's something to do with your dad's health. How old is your dad and his first name?
John, and he is 80.
Okay. All right. Does it have to do where he has to be for care? Is that what the family situation is, where he should be?
No.
Okay. What is your question for me?
He's having a problem. He had heart surgery, and now he's having a problem again. So he's going to go into the hospital Monday, and they're going to check it out to see what they're dealing with.
Okay. All right. So the question is about his health and his heart and going back in there. Wow. Did they talk about him having surgery going underneath a knife again?
Possibly.
I have a feeling this is going to happen because something was overlooked, and it has to be. They have to go through it like a fine-tooth comb. They're showing me something was missed the first time, and he's going to be fine on this. So I just want to let you know it. But he has to go through the whole thing, the whole healing process, and everything. But it has to be done. Okay.
All right. No.
All right.
Yeah, my sister was saying he's going to be okay, but she won't go into it. She doesn't do that for the family, you know. She doesn't want to know about, she doesn't want to do that.
It's hard to read family.
Well, yeah,
so.
she didn't want. She's like, no, he's going to be okay, but because I wanted to hop on the plane and everything, but I can't get a flight, and it's going to be either Friday or Monday, so.
Okay.
I didn't want her to be alone,
So he's here and down in Florida then, right?
Yeah, he lives near her. Yeah, near my sister.
Okay.
So, all right, and then I just wanted to know, does he get signs from my mother? We all get signs, and he believes in it, but it's like he's like, oh, your mother don't give me those signs.
I believe that your mother's in his ear all the time, and he subconsciously hears her talking to him, so to say.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say signs, but just conversations in his head with her.
All right. So, that's good enough.
Okay.
Yes. Thanks, Joe.
Thank you, Diane. It's good to see you again.
Same here. I enjoyed the show.
Thanks. All right. You take care.
You too.
Okay. I'm going to bring Stacy up since she got up. Ready, Stace?
Goodness.
There you are. Hey.
Hi, Joseph. You've got me in here with no makeup on, my pajamas. Goodness.
Yeah. I saw you listening this time, so we thought we'd bring you back on. Yeah. Well, this is for those of you who calls for appointments for me. This is Stacy. She's been handling my business for close to 10 years now, or maybe over 10 years.
11 years.
11 years you've been working for me. Wow.
Yeah.
So. And share the story when you first met me, because you never met a psychic before. I was your first psychic.
You gave me my first reading. Yes, you did. And it was at the Witch's Hat.
Up in Royal Palm Beach when it were open.
A tiny little thing. And it was amazing. There. And I came in for my first reading, and you didn't know me at all. And I signed up. And I came in and you said, you have a son named Justin. And I said, oh, wow, he's in the car. So I'm going to listen now. And then you said, you have a daughter and do you want to know everything? And I said, yes, of course. And you said, she's not on birth control, is she? And I said,
Oh,
no.
geez,
She's
that's right.
pregnant. And you're like, yes, she's pregnant. So you told me about that. You told me it was going to be a girl, and it was. Now that girl is 13 years old, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Wow. So that was your first reading with a psychic, and I was your first reading, and then you just came to work with me shortly after that.
Yeah, I started doing her classes, and we became friends, and then I became your assistant, and the rest is history.
Wonderful. Now you're doing a venture on your own, which I was talking about. It has to do with dietitian or food. You're on the air a lot. So want to share a little bit what you're doing?
Yeah, so as you know, I have Crohn's, and I was diagnosed back in 2010, which you helped me with some healing, and it really did amazing for me. And I started researching, healing with foods and meditation and using, energy healing. And so I became a life coach and just started learning how to heal myself with food. And it's been amazing. So I want to help everybody else do that as well.
So you're setting up your own life coach business on how to dietary and food and everything.
Yeah, and health and wellness coach, and I'm going to be doing a cooking show on Enlightened World Network, and so hopefully you guys will tune in.
Yeah,
yeah,
we will.
absolutely.
We like cooking.
Well, I've recently learned from talking to a food shaman that which I can feel this too, that all food has energy to it. And so we want to make sure that we're really conscious and being very conscious about the types of food that we're putting inside of our body, and even where it's sourced from, where even if you're going to eat animals, where the animals are from, where they treat it humanely, is there, because there's a lot of shock and there's a lot of toxins and there's a lot of energy that gets trapped in bodies when the food isn't handled properly or energetically responsibly. So learning to have living food and to listen to your body. I'm a big faster, and so I fast and detox a lot. So I'm an intermittent faster. So I actually only eat a few days a week. That's actually, and when I do eat, I eat living, healthy, energetic, either organic or food that's alive. So and my body has responded really well to that. It allows my body to heal and digest and cleanse, purify, and detoxify when I fast. So even if I fast for a day or two, and then I'll eat something on like a Friday, and then I'll fast probably a Saturday, Sunday, and then I'll eat again Monday, Wednesday, right? So I only eat a few days like that. But my body's just really responded well to it.
Yeah, we got to tune into our bodies, and we got to tune into how we feel after we eat certain things. And so what's good for one person may not be good for another. And we just have to learn that.
Yeah.
But fasting's amazing. It really is.
Yeah.
Well, that's how I dropped my weight, was from fasting. So I fast every morning.
Perfect.
Yeah, fasting's
well, thank you for stopping by, Stacy. I know I've been telling you to come on and just introduce yourself. So I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad to be here. I'm just pretty shy, but I'm getting there. But you got me on here with no makeup, no contacts, no in my pajamas. So hey,
there you go.
Making progress.
Okay.
You look beautiful.
Oh, thank you. So do you.
Okay. All right, Stace.
Bye.
Take care. Okay.
Have a good night.
All
I'll
right.
be listening.
Yeah.
All right, good.
And Joseph, do you mind something? I only have just a couple cards for Diane. I was trying to put them away, and I heard just.
All right, Diane, I'm going to pop you up, okay? So she's still in the stream here. So, I want to do a shout out for Lukey here. She's watching. So I haven't seen her in years. So
what a beautiful name, Lukey.
So okay, there we go. And I'm going to go ahead and drop.
Okay, I just had a couple of energetically. I see that you are experiencing some major exhaustion. So what's happening is your energy is being drained from your body due to external situations, environments, experiences, worry, doubt, like all that other stuff that's going on outside of you. It literally has like a cell phone battery charger plugged into your energetic field, and it's draining it out. So you cannot comfortably dwell here for long before your health will be affected, everything in your life will be affected. So I would like you to make sure to figure out externally where your energy is being drained. There could probably be people that are involved here. And we don't have to go and take all the people out of our life, but what we do have to do is come up with proper measures to protect our energy and protect ourselves, potentially even limit some of the time or the exposure that we have with certain individuals. And I see that what happens is that as your energy becomes very low due to the exhaustion, the mind begins to turn and turn and turn, and lots of odd, strange things roll around in that head that you're like, where's this coming from? Sometimes I'm not feeling good. Why is my mind saying these things to me? And that's because your energy has dropped low. So it's like your gas tank's on empty and you're running, like you need an oil change and a tune up, and you need to get all of that energy healthy and clear again. I also see some sorrow that you're experiencing, that you've been exposed to. So you have the energy of sorrow, and kind of hurt and some things that have happened to you. So there's another reason why your energy is dropping low and exhausting you. And the last thing is some of the energy around you is also a bit suppressive. So we have like 4 kind of major cards that energetically we need to work on. We need to clean up our environment. We need to be listening to meditation CDs, music CDs, cleaning out closets, emptying out certain people that may be toxic or may be harmful. Right now, energetically, we need to clean everything up, okay? I do see that you have a new vision. You are also, like, in other words, this new vision that's coming is going to be a new idea. I saw 2 cards that pulled. So you're not going to be stuck here.
Okay.
But you're going, yes. Now it's going to be you just hearing this and learning that you have to take a proactive role, and no one else can do this for you. No one but you. This is a you thing. You need to work on you. Get that self-love back up. And what do you need right now? What is this situation happening? Also, your guides, that which is your creator, those that love you on the other side, they're working with you, and they would like you to hold on to them at this moment, develop this relationship with them. Begin that communication. Like I said, meditation CDs, light worker stuff, start reading stuff, start listening to YouTube, get that light back into your life, okay? And all this stuff's going to get cleaned up.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Check in.
Thank you.
And let us know how things are going.
I will. Thank you. Have a good
Okay.
night.
You too.
Okay.
All
right. Ready to go to the next one?
Let's do it.
Let's go. We got a full room tonight, so we're going to do a little raffle here, and we're going to pick. I have the last person in line, and this is Linda. So, Linda, get yourself ready. We're going to bring you on next.
Linda.
Hi, Linda. How are you?
I'm
Hello,
Welcome to the show.
I've never been on the show before, so
Welcome.
Okay. Where are you calling from?
San Francisco.
Okay.
Well,
Welcome.
that's a new one.
Yeah.
So, so what brings you on tonight? Or is it? It's an afternoon for you. What brings you on this afternoon?
Jill on Facebook referred me to you, and she said that you're a really good medium, and I've never talked to a medium before, so this is going to be my first experience. And I had a grandmother that passed away 3 years ago, and then I also had an aunt that passed away recently, and I'm just wondering if you can connect with either. I
will do my best. Which Jill? What's her last name? We have a few Jills.
That's a good question. Hold on, let me double check.
That's okay.
I think her last name is Forstep.
Okay, our Jill from Chicago.
Jill, we need to start writing down, Joseph, where all our people are from, because we got the Bahamas, now we got San Francisco. Didn't we have like an Iowa? We got New Jersey, New York. That's fun.
Everybody, yep. So, all right. What I need you to do is just count 1 to 5 for me.
Okay, out loud or in my head?
Yeah, out loud so I can hear you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. And you said you had a grandmother and your aunt, correct?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Who had problems walking and who had problems with their arm as well?
I think both of them did.
I have my left arm; it's hurting right now. So who had problems with their arm?
I'm actually not quite sure, to be honest. I just knew that they were both kind of somewhat immobile.
Okay. Problems walking. I got a left shooting pain in my arm. Okay, left shooting pain could be heart condition too. Anybody passed away with a heart attack or anything like that too, as well?
No, neither of my grandparents, no.
Okay.
Or my aunt, no. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to go with your aunt now. I have her very hard time walking, very bedridden. And she's just telling me that she depended a lot on family.
Yeah, that's true.
And she's just saying that the love of family helped her get through the most difficult times. She wants to thank you for being who you are, because you were more than a niece. You were like a daughter to her too.
Oh, that's surprising because, you know, it was like a long distance kind of thing with me and my aunt.
Okay. Now, who's the J? Like Jenny?
J.
Female J.
My grandmother had a J in her middle name.
Okay. All right. So maybe when I say a daughter, maybe it was your grandmother that you were like a daughter to her.
Oh yeah,
if I say
definitely.
that.
Yeah, she used to call me her baby girl, basically.
There we go. Yeah. So then I got both. I got your aunt, I have your grandmother, and one is saying you're like a daughter to me. So if it's not your aunt, it's your grandmother coming through.
Yeah, definitely.
I have helping her get around, going to the doctors or getting outdoors and things like that she's showing me too. She's also showing me it's an antique, either a glass vase or something like that that I'm seeing that's antique. Do you know who has that?
I'm not sure about antiques, but I do remember there was a flower in a vase that she gave me before she passed. Yeah.
All right, so she's showing me a vase, okay?
Yeah.
So in that vase, if she gave you that before her passing, then she just wants to mention that vase she gave you as one of the last things. It's just something that's significant that could tie you two together. Does the word tiger mean anything for some reason? Tiger.
My mom was born in the year of the tiger, and I think my grandma might have referred her as kind of spicy, like a tiger or something like that.
All right, so she's talking about your mom, the year of the tiger then. So she wants to refer. Did your mom have to take care of her in a way?
Yeah, for most of her life, yeah.
Okay, so maybe this is why she wants to mention the mom and her personality and having to take care of your grandma, and that was the most important thing. Too. Who's a writer in the family too? Who wrote poetry? Did you write a poem?
I wrote a memoir for her.
Perfect. That's what I'm talking about. A memoir works perfect. So she's talking about the memoir. You're the writer that wrote a memoir for her. And she just want to say that it was lovely. It was beautiful. Did you use the word roses or flowers in the memoir? Something about flowers?
I haven't mentioned roses or flowers in the memoir, but she really loved flowers, and so I feel like that had significance.
It's something like when the flower blossoms and blooms, something like that I'm hearing. And I don't know what that has to do with anything. The blooming of the flower. And that's what she's showing me.
I think that might be so like I was saying before she passed, she gave me a flower in a vase, and I thought it was very interesting that the flower actually lasted almost a whole year, and that's very unusual.
Very unusual.
So she's saying the blooming. See, I did that. That's what she's saying. See how the blooming of the flowers. See how that took a year. That was me.
So she kept that flower alive for so long for you.
Yeah. It was
That's
amazing.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah. I love it when they come through like that. I love it.
Just the main message she needs to tell you, Linda, is that how much she loves you. You tell her, your mom, that she loves her that much, that because she helped her so much in life, and she was there to take care of her, and she just loves the family, and she's at peace.
I felt really bad because I don't know if I'm divulging too much, but my mom got into a big argument with my grandmother before she died.
Then you need to tell her. Then you need to tell her what I just said about the grandma. Say you tell your mom I love her, and thank her for being there for her.
Okay,
thank you. So even though they got the big fight and all, your grandma wants to say thank you. for
Okay.
your mom.
I really
So that's
hope
why
so. Yeah.
so that's probably why she referred to your mom as the tiger.
Oh
So
yeah, she
because
has
of
a very feisty personality, and
right.
I
So
felt really bad because she actually made my grandmother cry before she died, and I couldn't get that out of my head. I kept.
All right. So this is your grandma coming through to tell you that she loves your mother and it's okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. I'm going to see if Kristen has anything to say for you too.
Sure.
Just a kipple.
Okay.
Okay, so I am not okay. So when we've experienced sorrow, it can be traumatic to our soul and to our energetic field. So many times, like I said, it's a trauma, so it tends to repeat itself. And the first card that you pulled was the energy of sorrow, which means that's that's very strong in your field right now.
Yeah.
And the thing is that when we walk with sorrow and see the world with sorrow and work with sorrow and interact with people, but we have sorrow in our hearts, we can see the world only through the lens of the sorrow, and it affects everything we do and every decision we make and every choice that we make. And I would like to ask you to begin the process of transforming that and transmuting that energy from your field, and understanding that we cannot go backwards. We cannot fix or undo or redo or change anything that's happened before this very moment in time. The only thing that we can do is make peace with what has happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was really traumatic, the way my grandma died, because she had frontal lobe brain death, and so there was a long period where she was just unconscious but just still in her body, and it was just really hard to see her like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I want to let you know, though, that they do travel actually when they are in that state. I've been visited by spirits who were in that state, who left their body and communicated to me and spoke to me. So and in fact, what had happened was a woman was crossing over, but was unconscious, in a way that you're describing. And I wasn't there, but I had met with the family once before, and there were 3 daughters. And the one daughter was saying, "Mom, it's okay to let go. It's okay to cross over." And the 2 daughters were saying, "Don't you leave us. We refuse to let you go." Well, this woman, their mother, came to me while I was driving my car and said, "Tell my daughters that I will stay as long as they need me to stay." So I immediately call my friend and I'm like, "What's going on with your mother?" And she said, she explained to me the situation where she's unconscious. I'm telling her it's okay to go. And she was in a lot of pain, but she was willing to stay with those girls, with those daughters, as long in that painful situation, in that painful body, as long as they needed her to. And I thought that was beautiful, and it was a lesson for me, and I wanted to share that with you. So she was able to move around. She was able to hear everything that was happening. She's able to understand your hearts. Yeah, she's able to understand everything. So I want to let you know that there is a way to make peace with that situation, and understand that she wasn't actually trapped in that body. She was sitting right next to you. She's still with you right now. She has never left you. I want you to say a couple other things. So you have the ability here in this lifetime to become a spiritual healer and kind of master and light worker and empath. So you have a gift here, and you are coming into your maturity to be able to be master of this. So I'd like to ask you to study this just as important as you would go to the gym or your college studies or school studies. I'd like to ask you to develop this gift if you want, and gain, a little bit stronger. I do see another energy that's a bit controlling in your life, and it is stopping you from developing this gift. It's a controlling energy. I want you to keep that in mind as well, that's in the middle of all 3 of your development, is the control.
It's really significant because I do EVP work, so I do record voices of what I believe to be spirits, but then I have this analytical mind that's always in the way, and I'm like, well, it could be pareidolia, it could be anything. Like, how do I know it's spirits? And so it definitely resonates to me that there's something that's conflicting with my ability to grow spiritually.
And it's probably that controlling, things have to be this way, things have to be ordered, things have to be. So we just want to remove that. All you need to do to remove an energy from your field is identify it and recognize it and resonate with it and feel it. So we identify it. So that's all we say is, okay, I'm going to feel the way that control feels when it's vibrating in my field, and then I'm going to remove it. It's that simple. To remove. So there's nothing you have to do. You don't have to take any classes or study. You do it right now. I do see that you have a lot of possibilities. So a lot of changes are coming your way. So you're on your right path. When I see these possibilities cards, it means like you have a big destiny that's coming up. The past, you are clean. I don't mean to say this rudely, but it's clinging to the past. We're clinging to things
that's very true.
Going back and repeating and replaying. That's also something that's going to stop your light and dark, your integration, your spiritual growth, your healing of light and dark, because you have a master plan here. So we just need to let the past go. We need to make peace with our sorrow and find that controlling energy and remove it. And your life is your puzzle. It's there. It's exactly where you need it to be.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I really appreciate that. It all resonated with me, and
awesome. Thank you, Linda, for coming on. Keep in touch with us, okay? Let us know how things are going. We always like to hear how people are doing.
Okay, sounds good. Take care.
Okay, take care. Bye. What?
Okay. We're to that hour.
We are. We're to that hour.
We're to that hour.
We came in for that hour. Proud of us. Yeah.
Now, I have my spontaneous show, and I normally do it when I'm not as busy, but all of a sudden I got busy with work, with readings, and
that's wonderful, Justin.
So when I have my downtime, but I'm going to try to get on sometime, just maybe for a half hour, just to say hello.
Of us. It just feels so like, I don't know. I have to do it too. I'm going to do it. Probably not tomorrow.
Yep. Well, on your show, you're on for 2 hours doing your readings and stuff. So you pretty much got to do what you need to do on there. Yes. I just have to get the courage to go up there and say hello. I just have conversation and things.
Yeah.
But
are you going to put a link up? Are you going to put a StreamYard link up when you go on?
Oh yeah, about a half hour before I go on. I'm going to just pop up, coming on in a half hour. So
all right. Well, I don't.
Maybe I'll do it at 2 a.m. tonight. No.
Do it. Do it at 2 a.m. Absolutely. And stream to all of our pages, because I have 5,000 light workers on my page who are definitely, and guess what people love? They love to talk about aliens at 2 a.m.
Yeah, that's true. And I like to talk about aliens too.
Aliens. Sometimes I'd love for us to talk about some weird stuff, you know. I had a dream about aliens, and I haven't dreamed about aliens in a long time, and they were here in a ship all over our heads, and we didn't recognize them because they looked a little like machinery. So they were kind of like, they looked somehow like machinery, and somehow I could recognize them, and I was supposed to tell people about what they looked like. I don't know, it was a really weird dream. It didn't feel a little like, it was a very odd dream, Jessica. I'm just saying. Kind of
You're gonna have to share it with me another time. All right. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in. We'll be back here every Wednesday at 8 p.m. taking in calls. And Kristen has her Monday night show, the Kristen O Show, where she really goes into deep subjects and topics and stuff. And she'll be really talking with you. And then also Elin Eat will be on Tuesday. And also another person who goes deep also. I got to learn to go deep. I don't go as deep.
Yeah, I would love you to go a little deeper. I really would.
Yeah, I know. I just go right to the matter of fact, and that's it.
This is it. You know,
and that's it. I know.
We're like, we want to talk about the feeling stuff, but I got enough for both of us.
All right. So we're gonna say good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for coming on. If we didn't get to you tonight, I promise we'll get to you next Wednesday. Oh, hopefully.
Okay.
Right?
Everyone.
Okay.
Yep.
Good night.
Have a good night.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Mwah.
Welcome to the Mind, Body, and Soul Recording. For access to all of Joseph's books, audiobooks, affirmation recordings, and spiritual tools, go to ourjourneyoflife.com. And remember, enjoy the journey. Recording 1, Healing of the Body. As you listen to the recording repeatedly, aches and pains will begin to subside as they will disappear throughout the day. Many suffering from illness say that after listening to the recordings for a few days, the illness had subsided until their body had made a complete recovery. Other people have received miraculous healings of major diseases, physical trauma, aches and pain, helping to cope with addictions along with receiving spiritual balance for a healthy mind, body, and soul. Healing of the mind. Many have found inner peace, tranquility, and happiness. While in the presence of the divine masters that works through Joseph, you will find peace, joy, and happiness as you start to release tension, anger, depression, and sadness. You will find clarity. You will make life decisions that are good for you, and you will be able to forgive and let go of all of your fears. Healing of the soul. Open up spiritually and awaken and unlock your psychic, healing, and channeling abilities. The affirmations will help you have a closer connection with God by feeling God's forgiveness, compassion, and love, making your connection an unforgettable memory. It's time to align your mind, body, and soul. Joseph Labruto III received off-planet symbols and colors that carry a specific vibration. Each symbol serves a specific function such as improving happiness, clarity, intuition, and more. Joseph has put these energetically activated symbols into a set of cards. Now you can benefit from these vibrationally excited symbols. For your set of these cards, go to ourjourneyoflife.com.